The story was now clear. She hadn't gone on a girls' trip, she'd gone on an audition. Later that evening I got an email from the landlord. He wrote, "Alex, just a heads up. I received a very distraught call from Maya. I informed her that you vacated the property legally at the end of your lease term and that she has no further tenancy rights. She was very upset. Just wanted to keep you in the loop. Hope you're doing okay." My actions were logical, legal and final. She had made her choice and I had simply facilitated the consequences with maximum efficiency. She wanted to see other people. Fine. She was now free to do so, completely unburdened by a relationship or an apartment. The week after Maya's disastrous return from Miami was a masterclass in escalating blame and attempted manipulation. It seemed her vacation romance with Chad evaporated the moment he realized she came with a mountain of curbside baggage and a raging drama vortex. He was a fun time, not a moving service. Suddenly she was back in town with no boyfriend, no apartment, and a pile of belongings slowly being picked over by curious neighbors. Her friends, I assume, helped her move everything into an emergency storage unit, a task I'm sure they enjoyed immensely. After a few days of silence which I savored, the next wave of attack began, this time from her family. Her mother called me. I made the mistake of answering. She started with a sweet, disappointed tone. "Alex, honey, I am so surprised at you. Maya is just devastated. There must be some misunderstanding." I gave her the short factual version. "Hello Mrs. Gable. Maya texted me that she wanted to end our relationship and see other people. Our lease was up. I moved out." Her tone hardened instantly. "That is no excuse to throw her out like garbage. You were supposed to sign a new lease together. You did this deliberately to hurt her." "She ended the relationship," I repeated calmly. "My name was on the lease. I was not going to be legally and financially responsible for an apartment for a woman who was actively seeing other people. Her things were left for her to collect before the lease expired. She needs money, Alex," her mom said, shifting tactics. "She had to pay for movers in a storage unit. Her things were out in the open air. Some of her designer bags could be ruined. You owe her for that. I am not financially responsible for her choices," I said, my patience wearing thin. "Goodbye." I hung up before she could respond. Next came the social media campaign. Maya posted a long rambling story. It was a masterpiece of victimhood narrative full of vague allusions to trust being broken and being abandoned at my most vulnerable. She posted a teary-eyed selfie with a caption about having to pick up the pieces of my life literally, with a photo of her boxes in the storage unit. She didn't name me, but she didn't have to. The comment section filled with her followers offering sympathy and condemning the anonymous monster who did this to her. A few mutual friends messaged me asking for my side. I didn't engage in a public battle. I just sent them a screenshot of her original text message to me. For most people with common sense, that was enough. The narrative of me being a heartless monster started to crumble when people realized I was simply reacting to her own words. The best part, however, was the text I received from Jessica, the other friend on the trip. It seemed she had a conscience. She wrote, "Alex, I'm sorry about all this. What you did was harsh, but I get it. Maya was with that guy Chad all week. She told us she was going to soft launch the breakup with you so she could see how things with him went. Chloe encouraged it. I told her it was a bad idea. I just wanted you to know it wasn't all in your head." I thanked her for her honesty. It was all the validation I needed. It has been about 2 months now and the dust has fully settled. The smear campaign against me fizzled out when the full story started to leak. Mostly thanks to Jessica and a few other people who saw the situation for what it was. It turns out that a story built on entitlement doesn't hold up well against one built on simple, verifiable facts. Maya's life, from what I've heard through the grapevine, is a mess.